There you go, fellas. Can we close that behind you, please?
I was gonna say, we're not doing pictures or anything.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Hey,
No, I'm not.
the way you're looking right now, you fucking need pictures, baby.
Fuck you, know, I don't want a fucking haircut and shit, I ain't doing it, man.
Come on.
We all wear our red, we're good to go, man.
No,
Yeah.
my hair's all, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Dude, we can Photoshop your shit, man, don't worry about it.
I can Photoshop and make my dick look bigger, I ain't worried about my fucking hair, you know?
Yeah, all you gotta do is button that right there, you'll be good.
I can
Why
get rid
want
of
me
it.
to cover up my hamburger, dude? It's tough.
I get rid of it. I'll Photoshop your beard onto your chest.
You are a pretty fucking skilled Photoshop artist, I get that.
You don't need that, I need that.
So you take the hair off of me, you put some on him.
Yeah. That's what we're looking for.
Saving himself from marriage.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to shave with an hair, dude, come on. Come on. Hair removes all of it.
What was your guys' thoughts on the venting seminar yesterday? Did we learn anything? What'd you guys take on?
I thought that dude, he had great drugs.
Right.
Yeah?
He was fucking all over the place.
He was going
Boom, boom. It was hilarious, bro. I saw it every time. I couldn't help but fucking chuckle.
I watched
every
your
time.
video or whatever that you posted, you know, just him, and then I saw him going
Oh,
all
yeah.
into it. So I was like, oh, that's right, he was all over the place.
I learned not to bag your turban.
Don't
Yeah.
bag your turban.
Don't bag your turban.
I thought it was cool.
So weren't you offended?
No.
He kept saying turban.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was cool how I never knew how this, like, the elements never really got into the edge vent or to the ridge vent. I know it had a filter, but I didn't fully, I mean, besides just the filter, you know, what was keeping it out. I thought that was kind of cool how it was basically, if it does get in, it could get past the filter and it basically deflects it the other ways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
That outside louver type thing, for that whole Bernoulli effect thing was pretty smooth.
we don't use
We don't
that.
use
We don't, no, I know.
They actually do, and I was talking with Dale about that too, they do have, I think, a Lamanco vent that does have that on there. And I wanna do the price comparison, I mean, I thought Dale was the one who said, no, Lamanco's like the shit, we should use that one, blah, blah, blah. But he's like, no, that's what you guys were using when I got here, so we just kinda continued with it. But I don't know if it's that much cheaper than using the air vent, or the shingle vent too. You know, cause, I mean, it has a good pitch to it, you know, if it works better, I mean, what the fuck?
Well, but I was looking at last night when we were at our meet, I was looking at the one that we do have, or whatever's in my bag. And it's sealed up on the side, you know what I mean? Like, it's got kind of that on there, not really, but
It's got,
sort of.
like, channels
You know
that
what I
go
mean?
through
Like,
it.
it's weird. It's got weep holes, and it's got a little fucking corrugated spot, and
Yeah.
it's got a little louver type of thing on top, and you know what I mean? It's got the stuff, but not like that one.
Right,
Right.
right.
We can
So,
get one taken apart. Yeah, I was saying it's two pieces and it goes together.
You're talking
Or
about
three
the edge
pieces.
vent.
The edge vent, yeah.
I'm talking about the original.
Well,
Well, I think you can pop the
Yeah.
top portion
You
off.
can. There's like
Especially
little,
since it's already cut. It's
Yeah.
already
Yeah,
there's
and I
like a
wanna get
couple
to,
little feet in there that if you pull them, it'll fucking pop apart.
oh no shit.
I wanted to get, you know, I don't know if they have it on their website, some of those photos and the diagrams that they had to incorporate in the picture, so at least you can show, like he was talking about, you know, those different filters that come through, and this is why we use it. I mean, the biggest thing that I took out of it, obviously ventilation is very, very important. The exhaust and things, that's, I mean, that part is fairly easy, you know, on that end of it all, whether we're using the edge vent or the ridge vent, the shingle vent two, or the Lamanco or whatever. But more importantly, it's the intake, you know, and I wanna get some of the pictures, I do have some of them I've already taken myself, but of like the vents painted over,
Yeah.
you know, when the vent pulled off and it's just a little golf ball size hole that's fucking cut there. The perforated soffit where you pull it off and there's nothing even fucking caught, you know, so different things like that. I mean, I personally think we should just fucking sell edge vent on every fucking house. And just include it and say, and then you show those pictures and you're like, I don't know what you have. You know,
Okay.
The problem is
Can you, so you can never have too much ventilation?
intake. You can never have too much
Ventilation,
Yep.
intake. So, because I heard him say that too, he's like, really, you should just put it on every house, even if they have soffit vents, like more
See,
than
they
enough.
can't-
It won't
You can-
cancel
you
it
can-
out.
You can still put edge vent on it.
Correct.
They want to go
And that won't short circuit it out.
No.
So you can never have too much intake. So yeah, I mean, at that point, because you never know, even if they have soffit vents, are they cut? You know, is there anything underneath the perforation? Is there anything fucking, you know, has it been painted over? You know, is there baffles that are inside of the attic and making sure? So I mean, if you do edge vent, you're fucking covering your ass on everything and making sure that it is. I mean,
Yeah, but it's hard, I mean, it's hard to add an extra $3,000 on every fucking job.
Just GOK, edge vent, same thing.
Bro, I mean, I understand that, and I'm all about fucking selling quality and not pitching price, all right? You know, I've said it a zillion times, but people are already at the higher end. Can't add $3,000 with price for
well,
selling.
we could just do recovers on every house too.
I'm just saying, man, it's, right now, it's tough
I mean,
enough out
but
there.
we have to pass code, we have to pass inspection. You know, that's what Levi's meeting was the whole time, was about not passing the inspections and stuff because it wasn't being done right. If you have to spend $3,000 to get it done right up to code, is what has to be done. You know, the problem is that just because we look up and see the vents, we assume all of that stuff, but now if we have to open all that shit up and we didn't sell an edge vent, that's a hell of a lot more work, more labor, more cost on it than it would have just been to put the edge vent on it. You know, so I mean, I get what you're saying, I mean, because it does cost a lot more money to do, you know, but if it's the right way of doing it, you know, yeah, you wanna have some guy doing it on a Sunday when no one's fucking pulling permits and shit like that, of course it's gonna be cheaper. I mean, we have to include this stuff. I don't, you know, I mean, it's a thought, but it's just, that's where we're running into some problems. You know, are you gonna go up there and check all 36 of their fucking, register vents and pop them all off when you're doing your inspection and make sure that the holes are cut properly?
No, we'll just turn into fucking all these other companies and fucking charge them on the back end. They got no choice. You know, I mean, fucking these assholes don't wanna fucking buy it. You know that as well as I do. You tell them that they fucking need it and they're still sitting there fucking chopping price.
Well, don't tell them that they need it, have them tell you that they need it.
Okay, I'm just saying, fuck them. I'll tell them fucking if we have to do it, we're gonna charge on the back end for it. That way our price stays fucking cheaper up front. They get charged on the back end when they have no choice to fucking to pick it. I mean, you know, it's not necessarily fucking the best practice, but if these assholes won't listen to reason, what are you supposed to do if they fucking need
Well,
it? They need it.
maybe there's a package too, you know, hey, the stand of the IKL or the first package is gonna be 10 grand, the next package is gonna be 16, so hey, you want that one, there you go. Now, that's no edge vent.
But we still
you
have to
know?
put the edge vent on for it to pass code, even if we put that template
Well,
package on.
no, and not if it has a soffit vents, you know what I'm saying, what Dave's saying.
I don't know, I mean, a lot of times it's gotta be done, and that's where we're failing the inspections and stuff, is because of the intake. And then having to add that shit later and going back, you know, and then you're fighting that battle with the customer afterwards. So you just came in here to lowball me so you can come back and fucking charge me more at the end. That's
No.
what I pitch against, you wanna hire the fucking
fucking-
guy down the street,
Dickhead.
you wanna hire the guy down the street,
Fucking over these customers sometimes. It's just, they just won't listen to fucking reason. It's like they wanna sit there and fucking say, well, I got my cousin's fucking brother's fucking former roommates got, give me a great fucking deal. What can you
you
do?
see this.
He wants to do it for 7 fucking grand, how come you're 16? Well, cause we're doing it fucking right.
Right.
Well. but
If
still don't
anything,
want
Eric,
my
I would
money.
take that as like, if they're asking, well, why are you at 16 and this is at that, just, maybe you're not explaining it properly. You know, I'm just saying,
Possibly.
you know, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
sometimes
hearing, you know,
people
like,
don't
cause
understand.
I get people saying that too, you know, and the only way I would take it is, I asked this woman one time, last time I did retail, I was like, well, do you see why we're higher? She's like, well, no. I'm like, well, fuck. I didn't explain why does she think we're not higher? Why does she feel that, you know? I feel
Dude, I mean,
like-
I can sit there, and some of these customers, it doesn't matter. Cause I can sit there, and I mean, dude, I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Right.
I've never in a million years would you hear me say that.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting there and you're explaining it to them, and I got a stack of fucking product here for a fucking platinum, and I got 3 fucking things sitting over here for my preferred, and I'm asking them, you can see why this would be more, right? I mean, I'm fucking over and over and over again, and they're still fucking shopping price. I mean, right now it's the nature of the fucking beast, because everybody's fucking broke and it's slow as fuck. So when we're running 4 fucking leads a day, 6 days a fucking week, it ain't gonna be that big of a deal.
Like
They
that guy
have more
said
fucking
yesterday, he's like,
numbers
hey,
than
don't
that.
be afraid to walk away from those people that don't wanna do it right.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but that motherfucker ain't sitting there trying to fucking make the goddamn sales so he can pay his
Well,
fucking
you
bills.
heard he
that
said,
way.
he
That's
also
what I'm
said, he's
saying.
like, you're making $300 on that job, and then now those people are gonna nitpick you and you gotta come back and, you know, that $300, I think you were saying it yesterday, you're like, man, I'm making $300 and I gotta go up there 6 times, you know?
It blows, but that's the whole thing, cause I say that shit like, oh, I don't wanna pitch fucking price and I don't wanna sell the fucking absolute bottom, but when it comes down to it, if that's the fucking difference between a sale or not that way.
And then at the end of it, if they are shopping price though, and you tell them, hey, are we really comparing apples for apples? And then you see that they don't even have edge vent.
Half the time these assholes won't even show you their fucking, the goddamn quotes, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't show you that, that would be unethical, you know,
Why?
unethical, what the
Why
fuck,
would
so
it?
I
My
can
price
get you
is
a better
already
deal?
here. It's-
Let's say,
I can give you a
what the
better
fuck?
quality product for less.
That's not right.
I get that.
I don't know, a lot of this shit's coming up right now because it's the time of year. Like I said, if we got shitloads of fucking leads and shitloads of fucking runs and we're fucking just selling shit left and right. Well, if I already
Now
sold,
should be the time that you're getting those and crushing those. Because you don't have too many fucking leads.
dude, I held that bitch last night to the fire, dude. I fucking went back at her fucking 10 different ways, man. She just would not fucking, I did it until I pissed them off.
I was starting to get uncomfortable. Right, like it was,
Well,
it was
Pisses
just,
people off.
because, you know, it was that, I wanna sleep on it. I wanna sleep on it. And it's an elderly couple, and a real nice couple, and you could tell she was starting to get upset a little bit, and the guy was sold. The guy was sold probably within the first 30 minutes of talking to us. I mean, flat out.
So, okay, I gotta sleep on it. How do you handle that objection?
But I had this, my retail one I did on Tuesday, she said, I gotta think about it. I gotta talk to this person. I said, all right, no problem. And I forgot what I said then, but like hindsight, when I left, I'm thinking I should have said, okay, well, you know, when you think about it, what are you gonna think about? And then I didn't say that, I didn't bring up, you know, what do you gotta think about?
I found this on the web.
So I feel
She's
if,
thinking about it too.
I feel if I would've asked her that question, not said, well, you know, why do you have to think about it? Or, okay, well, what do you have to think about? Or what is it, when are you gonna think about it, what is it that you have to talk to your dad about? Or what do you think he would say? And then if she was to maybe say it out loud, you know, well, you know, he'll probably say, you know,
We know what she's gotta think about, right?
right,
What does she gotta think about?
Spending big money.
The price, right?
yeah.
But I gotta think about it. I gotta sleep on it.
Yeah, this was, like, they were at that home show, and I don't even know if they even thought about getting siding until that home show. They were walking around and was like, hey, you know what, I'm tired of painting my house, let's get an estimate on siding. And that was pretty much all they expected and wanted. So when she was sleeping on it, she wanted to sleep on it because she wasn't gonna make a purchase. She wasn't gonna do any work. They didn't have it planned to do it yet. They were just curious about pricing. So when she, you know, and that's what he kept doing. He was like, well, I mean, you like our company. You're not going to have to think about our company. You're not going to have to think about our products. No. Love the company. Love the products. So it's that price. And she's like, well, you know, the price. We came down and she liked the price. Ultimately, she liked the price.
She didn't love the price, otherwise she would buy. Like and love, two different.
Well, maybe they didn't see why to do it now compared to
Correct.
down the
Oh,
road.
yeah, I hammered them down and saved them money. I fucking went through how much they would actually end up spending more if they waited. I went, dude,
Yeah, I mean, they were for sure that it was going to cost almost $3
I mean,
grand
I-
more if they waited till today to give them a reply.
I told them, I said, I mean, I even went to the whole thing. If I walk in tomorrow and get a price increase, I mean, I fucking went through it. I even looked at them and I was like, if you guys aren't.
But they don't
gonna do-
feel that they need it. Right now.
Well,
You
I
know
mean,
what I'm saying? That's the part, I mean, you can hammer them, and I hate that term when you say hammer them, because that sounds like you're just fucking force feeding them,
Yeah.
but, you know, you gotta make them realize why they need this product, and they need it now, and why it makes sense to get it done now. You know, I understand you're not looking to get this, there's something brought you into the home show, what was it? You're obviously interested, you are excited about getting siding, you're not just gonna sit there and spend a fucking Sunday afternoon with nothing better to do, and just, hey, let's go to a home show. No, you're interested in getting something. Then you're setting up estimates coming out. At the end of the day, you're her first fucking estimate, and she wants to shop around. Has nothing to do with her thinking about it. Or sleeping on it. She wants to sleep on it because she wants to wait for the next company to come out tomorrow.
I mean,
And that's where we gotta remember that these fucking objections that we're getting, it's always price. It has nothing to do with, and, you know, you bringing them down and everything else and making them understand what it is you gotta sleep on. Okay, at the end of the day, you like my company, right? So what, between today and tomorrow, that fact of you liking our company isn't gonna change, right? No matter how good or bad of your sleep is, right? Do you feel comfortable with my products, price aside? Yes, so between today and tomorrow, and you sleeping on it, it's not gonna impact or change whether or not you like my products or they meet your needs, does it, Anthony?
No.
Okay, so at the end of the day, you love my company, you love my products, so tomorrow, that's not gonna change. Okay? The only thing that may change is your thought process on the price. What did you think this project was gonna be? Not exact ballpark.
Did you guys do,
Did you get an amount out of them?
10 or yeah, 10,000 you said. Maybe
Yeah, I couldn't fucking touch it.
Yeah, there's no way to get down.
did you guys do a roof
And
inspection?
you don't have to.
Siding.
Oh, sorry.
You don't have to get the 10 grand. All you're trying to do is just get that number out of them. Okay? What kind of price conditioning did you do during the pitch?
Same opposite, fucking going over quality, going over why we'd be fucking more, going over fucking service.
That's not
Yeah,
price
but still
conditioning.
labor,
No,
the
that's building
quality.
the value to it, but that's not
Yeah,
price
no.
conditioning. I'm letting them know what kind of price to expect.
We
Did I
talked
actually
about.
draw out the price conditioning? No, I didn't.
Well, we
You
did.
know, so
we
now
did
when,
to an
I
extent.
mean, you're getting 10, you can't come anywhere close to 10, that's what they thought it was gonna be. Why would they think anything differently? Because you haven't planted any seed of
Yeah.
it being
Oh,
more.
I told, I mean, we went through the average house costing X amount of dollars for fucking
Yeah, the average
siding.
people are doing more of investment for like 35
Yeah,
grand
what-
compared to like your 15,000.
what
Because
you're
they're
gonna
doing it
get.
every 15
Right.
years, so they're the better, you know.
You guys talked about, you mentioned that they're sick of painting it.
Mm.
How much does it paint?
And we talked
$5
about how much it costs.
grand, we talked about it, it was like 4 or 5 grand or something like that, you know, I mean.
And
we
how
went-
often do you have to do it?
That's why they're thinking about it, because they're getting to that,
Yeah,
they're getting to the point to where they're gonna have to paint again.
it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So every 3 or 4 years that they gotta fucking paint it.
Yeah, and he's tired of paying.
And then why?
25 years down the line, you would've spent fucking 30 grand on getting your painting done. You know, how much fun is actually going out there every fucking, how long does it take you to paint?
All the guys like, I'm getting old, can't be getting up on the ladder.
Had a hip replacement.
Right, had a hip replacement,
Right.
da-da-da-da. Well,
This is
it's-
the last thing you want is your husband falling off the ladder, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Build that need, build that urgency. You know, why, the fear, remind them, build that pain. People are motivated to buy from you to either avoid pain or gain pleasure.
Yep.
Remind them of that pain. Every 3 years, you gotta have your house repainted. Or you're painting it yourself. You know, how much does that cost? Remind them, and then you have to do that every 3 years? You know, if you would've got siding done when you first moved in this house, okay, you've already paid for it just by the amount of painting you've done?
Right.
And not even had to worry about climbing up and down the ladder and everything else. And that's what she's thinking right now. She's sitting there going, that's why we called you and set up the appointment, because I don't want my husband getting up there doing it anymore. Or I don't even like the paint, you know, and then you remind them of the fact, yeah, it's gotta be done every couple of years, and then you have to paint, you scrape it, and to do it the right way, and then you still got the mold and the mildew that can come from it.
Do we do digital analysis for siding?
Should be.
So I'm thinking, because I know sometimes when I do a roof inspection, when they're like, oh, let me know if I need a roof. If you don't show them, yeah, it's old, but why is it old? Is there ventilation doing the heat thing? If you could do it to the siding and show them that there's mold behind it, or there's air getting in the windows, the seals are bad.
The gas come through with the micrometer and all that other shit, and
Money
do the
box.
gaps and
Because,
stuff. And
yeah,
Yeah.
price, you know, they,
That
but
thermal imaging would be great for that.
why, they should almost be scared, you know?
Go through and poke a pen into the fucking softwood and everything else, and, you know, I mean, this is what's going on, this looks like somebody bondoed this shit, you know, and bring it up to him, and you point that out in a couple different places. The wife doesn't know how many places he tried to patch up over the years, and just slop caulk and fucking paint over it and everything else, and that the whole house is falling apart on the outside. She has no clue. You know, and that's where you're right. I mean, the digital analysis should be on fucking every product, windows, siding, roofing. I mean, even still, before the money box is coming, you should still be taping it. You should still know where to go with everything. I mean, yeah, you want to try to get them outside, but that's part of building the need when it comes to siding. You know, siding is more of a luxury type of thing, but also it's not. You know, how many people use their temperature fucking gauge on a siding appointment? And fucking hit the aluminum siding and hit the brick and show that there's a 15-degree difference. You know, aluminum's a conductor. That's fucking going through your wall. Just getting rid of your aluminum. This was a wood house though, right? You know, and sit there on the video and wipe your fucking hand on the trim and have it all come off. See that? That's oxidation. You know, coming off on it, just your paint and everything falling off. This is gonna end up staining your brick. You know, are you mentioning that to your other customers around and pointing out the neighbors where all that fucking on their orange brick, all that white shit is streaking down their house and stuff. But, you know, again, the bullshit, I gotta think about it, or I gotta talk to whoever or whatever. You know, it's a show lead, you know they're getting more estimates. They're not telling you that. Some of them will, oh yeah, we were at the show, we got most of them, oh, I gotta think about it, we like everything, they don't wanna insult you. I fucking hate you, Eric, this shit sucks. You're triple what I thought it was gonna be. No, I'm not gonna tell you that. You know, your price looks good, everything looks great, I just gotta
I'd
sleep on
fucking
it.
rather somebody came out and just
Oh,
fucking
for sure.
straight up.
You know where
man.
you
Like, you
stand.
think I'm an asshole? Alright, cool, let me grab my shit and fucking leave. I don't
Right.
wanna waste my fucking time.
Instead they fucking dangle the carrot in front of you
What
and
were
make
you
you
there
think like you're
for?
gonna get a job and
Because
shit.
that's the fucking thing is that, I mean, regardless of whether or not, I mean, like I said, every situation's different. Whether or not I hit every point, I think I came pretty fucking close.
You
We
know,
were there
points,
for 4
points.
fucking hours, man.
Right, I think we hit every.
We
I've
missed
been
some of
spending
it.
more fucking time on these fucking pitch and misses than I have on my fucking sales.
Right.
3, 4 fucking hours. I left, I didn't get home last night till fucking 10 o'clock.
Yep. Yep.
Good.
Alright, I'm fucking putting the goddamn time in.
I didn't say nothing about that, but
These
something is
motherfuckers
missed.
are- But that's the thing is that, but I think that a lot of it is the fucking fact, I mean, and dude, alright, anybody, there's a right salesman for the right person.
There's always an angle, everybody's closable. And,
Okay,
and
that's
again,
what I'm saying.
keep that open mind coming out of it going, man, what could I have done differently? What did I miss?
Right.
And
Instead of,
I'm-
I fucking did everything, I hammered
No,
the
but
fuck out of
I've
them.
been analyzing it, and I'm sitting there thinking that I just fucking think that they were shoppers, dude. Because I walked out and I asked him, I was like, do you think that there's anything else I could have fucking, because he sat there like a fly on the wall watching me.
Yeah.
I asked him, is there anything you think I could have done different? And he's like, dude,
You hit
Yeah,
everything.
close.
You had all your, what do you call them? Commitments. They were all there. Every bit of it.
no, it's
They
just-
didn't wanna do it now though.
That was it.
we were the first one in the door. That's what that was the one thing that they said consistently through the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I kept trying to fucking counter it, combat it. And, I even told him, I said, well, just because you had the best one come out first doesn't mean you have to hold that against me. That's when I went back into it, and I was like, you like your price, you like my product, you like my company, we're getting along really good.
Yeah, but I still got a shop.
It must, you
Yeah,
must take you
no.
forever to buy
If you
a pair
can't
of
do
jeans.
this, if you can't do this for you, do this for me, man. Save me a trip back out here. Let's get this done. Here, I'll give you another fucking $300 off or
Maybe,
whatever.
maybe that's why they didn't buy it, because you gave them a pity story.
I tried to fucking call to get a drop, nobody answered their phone, so I had to do something.
Okay. Keep calling,
Call me, man.
make the phone
It was a
call.
9:15 at night, and the fucking people looked like they were fucking getting ready to kick me out of their fucking house. Okay, I had already overstayed my welcome.
Yeah.
If I can't get a fucking phone call, the first couple people I call, or I can't get an answer,
Well,
I
fake it.
gotta go. That's why I turned around and I said, you know what, screw it. I'll take the heat when I get in there in the morning. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. It is what it is. But I wanna make sure you guys get the best deal, and I wanna do your job.
Yeah, stop using that line though.
What's that?
I'll take the heat for it or whatever, I'm just gonna give you this, just fucking pretend like you're talking to me or Levi or something. But to come out, it just, I don't know, I get the thing that it sounds shady. I'm
But
gonna
they
take the heat
also-
for it, I'm gonna take, well, what the fuck, why didn't you just give this to me before?
Listen.
You know,
like
it just
I
kinda
said,
comes across as that used car salesman type.
I'm
of
not
deal.
calling somebody who I don't know how they're gonna fucking react on the phone.
Why not?
Cause I don't fucking know what they're, I'm not gonna put somebody on speaker, I don't know what they're fucking
You
gonna
don't have to
say.
put anybody on speaker.
That's the whole fucking show, isn't it?
No.
Put them on, I normally put them on fucking speaker right there and talk to them right there and have, hey, how you doing, everybody?
I just-
It makes no difference if it's on speaker or not. I call Levi from every fucking house and I never made a call to him.
Well, I
Joe
never-
Boo yells at us if we don't put him on speakerphone.
I mean,
That's the thing.
I always
Well,
tell
no,
them.
I'm trained to do stuff a certain way, that's the way I do it.
I always say it to them before I put it on speakerphone.
You know what I
just in
mean?
case
And then
it's-
if I fucking
I
can't
call
call
it
somebody.
I like doing it not on
Well, okay, so
speaker.
you
I
can't,
adapt.
but if you can't get a hold of anybody, it's like, oh, fuck, I'm out.
No,
No
I go
answer their
back at
fucking
it.
phone, oh, but they can't blame me for pitching me this one.
I go back at them and fucking figure out a way to fucking overcome
Oh,
it.
just, okay, it goes to voicemail, hey Dave, how you doing? Yeah, just checking in with you, I'm just about to leave here.
You are.
That's funny.
Uh-huh.
So you think that
Joe always says.
Oh, no, it's that late already?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen
Oh,
them do
shit.
it before.
I know, but
And
that's
the customers
fucking.
are on like the edge of their seat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I can tell when somebody's fucking talking on the phone and they're not. I mean, I'm not trying to act like I'm fucking some rocket scientist,
Just have the
but.
conversation, just have the same
Oh, so-
conversation.
So, guys, how you doing today? Come on, dude.
Well, don't be an asshole about
Well,
it,
but
you gotta be good. Maybe we should go take you guys into fucking, acting classes.
I guess I'm not that good at that particular.
I'm
Yeah, that'd be hard for me.
You've been practicing talking on the phone your whole fucking life, you can't fucking fake it?
That's not, dude. I've never fucking done it, and I'm not gonna, I don't know.
I'm gonna change my
I just think
voicemail
I'm not
message.
comfortable.
So when you call up, I'll go, hey, how you doing? And you can talk right to me off of my voice.
Awesome.
What,
What happens when your customers call you? If it's a new customer's call you and you don't answer, it's out to you for hours.
I would rather, no, seriously, I would rather go that
A lot of
route.
work
At least they
inside,
hear fucking something.
For the
These
roofing,
phones, you
siding,
can hear when
windows,
people are talking about the phone.
Insulation?
You know
What's
what
that?
I mean? You can hear.
Write this code down.
Well, that's why if you
SBAP.
call me or anybody, Nate, anybody, and you just hear that, oh yeah, so they could hear that someone's on the phone.
I've called Anthony.
You know, I might stutter and be like, oh, well, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like
good
talking
at
to
it. You
Joe.
know?
It's like talking to
Pretty good.
Joe.
At least they can hear.
What, faking a call?
No, I'm getting pretty good
No,
doing
he
the
asks
job.
everything. He's like, what area are you in? What's the zip code? Okay, I don't have one there, but I have one in Roosevelt.
I'm getting there.
Write this down for me. SBAP 17. It's the same fucking code and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? Cool, thanks, Joe. I mean,
I don't know, Dave.
Yeah, just don't make the, I mean, I'm just saying, don't make the drops and stuff on your own. I don't know, it just sounds a little weird. I'm gonna do this on my own, I'm gonna take the hit for it. No, you're not gonna take.
I had
the
already
beat
been
for it.
outside.
No one's gonna risk their fucking job to give them a $500 discount.
I had already
in all
been outside
reality.
and talked to you once.
So, no, I'm just saying in the mind of the customer, you know, I mean, and that's just, maybe that's somewhere it just fucking triggers them off, it spins them in the wrong direction. You know, you did everything right, but what about the one thing you may have done wrong that just fucking
I
spin
had
it?
that work
You
before
know,
though.
what's that?
I had that.
I know, and that's the problem, it worked one time and then you
It
think you
didn't
can do
work
it.
one time, it's worked quite, but, okay, whatever, you want me to do it, I won't do it, I'll figure out a way for it.
We're trying to break down why you didn't close
No,
it
it's
yesterday,
fine.
you know?
I'm in a shitty mood this morning, if you haven't told, if you can't tell, so.
And I'm trying to break you out of it.
Yeah, hey,
That's
you're
why we're
right.
picking
It's not a good
By
morning.
telling me how
It's not.
fucking great, how great I didn't do is definitely not gonna bust me out of my shitty mood.
Stop looking
You
at
want me to lie to you?
Yes.
Hey man, you did a great job
Lie to
yesterday.
me.
How much
Lie
money
to
did you
me.
make?
Here's a
Yeah.
participation trophy.
The best chicks I ever been with were the ones that told me I had a big dick, dude. And they lied to me, but I didn't
That's
fucking
why I'm
accept
with my
it.
girl.
Eric, we
All
fucking
right.
love you, dog.
There you go, thank
Fucking
you,
love you,
thank
dog.
you.
That's what I hated about the fucking meeting yesterday, was all the fucking participation trophies he gave.
what the fuck
Oh
was
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, you were wrong.
You were wrong, but here you go, take a cooler. It's like, what? That's why Joe Boo was just like $14.50, because he just wanted a cooler and shit, and then he didn't even give him one.
Yeah, I know,
I'm like,
right?
man, come on, you can't even get a participation trophy.
You guys couldn't throw that far.
And that, how much that bank out there, like $200 or something?
Probably.
Yeah, 150, 200, that's crazy.
Oh, that fan?
Yeah.
It'll be on eBay.
Oh, Wimsat. Turn right into Wimsat.
Yeah, take it back and shit. I got all my credit.
Take some cougar paws.
I paid retail for it.
But, no, with all those objections, guys, we gotta remember, it's always price. They're lying to us, especially with the trade shows. We're always their first guy. They're always trying to shop it. They're not gonna always tell you that. So you gotta break them down. Use the survey, break them down as far as, okay, when you do sleep on it. You know, my product is still gonna meet your needs, isn't it? Yes. Okay, when you sleep on it, of course, my company and stuff is still gonna satisfy what you're looking for out of the company, correct? Yes, get them to recommit to everything. And then the only thing then, at the end of the day, you really gotta sleep on is the dollars making sense. That's pretty much what you're telling me, right? Yes, get that commitment out of them, and then break down, pull that number out of them.
Yeah.
You know, how do you get that other number? Even though you got 10 grand out of them earlier, ask them a fucking again. You'll be surprised how much it changes after they've seen that fucking price. Well, you know, we kind of think you're 10 grand coming into it all, but with everything that you showed us, you know, I don't know, 15, 16, well, you got the 10 grand. Okay, let's put that as a down payment. It would only give you a monthly payment now of, what?
$132.
Whatever it is. Did you give them a payment option? Okay, did you tell them and say, okay, well, you obviously thought it was gonna be 10 grand, why don't we put that as a down payment, now I can get your payment down to $125 a month?
I even went into the fucking use our money, don't use your money, you fucking find it.
Right, but did you refigure their payment with their $10,000
Oh, yeah.
deposit?
No, he didn't wanna do $10,000, he was talking about doing 5.
Yeah.
So I refigured, every time I gave him a price, I refigured payment. I went, dude, I'm telling you,
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I'm not always a play it by the book fucking guy, you know that.
Right.
Last night, I fucking played it pretty tight to the fucking book,
It was
man.
pretty good.
I mean, I was, you know, I tried it when I
Do you
had,
have the book though?
when,
Trust
when I
the
have,
Have you read the book?
when I had the fucking FMGs
When you're
with me,
playing
I try to
blackjack,
fucking
what's
do
the
it to
book
the book. I try to fucking show them how it's supposed to be done. I
Try
try
means
to.
fail, do it.
Come on, Eric.
Gotta bust you up, man, gotta bust you up. You can't take the heat here.
fucking days to do this shit, dude. I'm just saying.
Not on picture day.
Damn.
Please tell me so I can get a haircut or something. What the fuck? You fucking shave. Wear a tie every fucking day, but today you want to take my goddamn picture. What the fuck?
Video, not a picture.
Fuck
Testimonial.
that, dude.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did any of was my Saturday sales canceled?
Yes,
Did they?
yes.
Which one?
The roof?
No.
I got a call yesterday, and I gotta find out why. We still got some room to drop it, though. There's some room to work with it.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that you knew they were gonna?
No, I had no idea, no clue. I didn't think any of
He
them-
just had a hat trick and he was hoping it fucking stayed.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I talked with her yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
They were looking at the money and not knowing, I don't know, was it cash or finance?
Okay.
Okay. You know, maybe we can roll them into a payment, get them into something like that. You
It's
know,
always
she
the fucking
mentioned
biggest
they
one.
had nothing to compare it to, blah, blah, blah. I talked to, I think they bought the platinum, didn't they? And I said, well, you know, obviously he showed you different options and, you know, maybe get down to preferred if it's the money, but, you know, what was it that you liked about it? So I let it open. I said either yourself, myself, or Joe, give them a call today to let them know about their deposit and what to expect from it and stuff too. And that's another thing, you know, get more than a $500 deposit.
Yeah.
You know, we ask for half, you get away with a third or 25%. But, you know, make sure you're getting a larger deposit on it, because at that point, they don't feel as committed, you know, on some of those things, but, yeah, Levi was like, only $500 deposit? Is that all you asked for, or?
That's all they wanted to put down, so I was okay. It was a, you know, brother and sister. They already had to call their godfather while I waited outside, so. I went with it.
Remember, you guys are the ones in control of what's going on in the house, not the customer. You tell them what the rules and regulations are. No, just because you don't want to go edge vent, I can't do your roof without it. You know, just because you want to only give $500 down, no, or we need more than that. You know, I mean, we gotta get the materials and stuff like that. Now, if it's a huge issue, make that phone call, just like you're doing a drop and dropping the price. You know, negotiate that portion down so they feel like they're kicking your ass and beating you up a little bit and they got what they wanted.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying walk from it if that's all they got, but, you know, go out there and tell them, this is what we ask, you know, this is gonna be cash or finance. Or we're gonna be paying cash, okay, we ask for half up front and then the half when the job is completed. Oh, half, well, I'd have to transfer some money around and do all that, well, what could you put as a deposit? Maybe I could take that, well, you got a couple grand? You know, you kind of work that angle. I can give you 5 today, but you can pick up another 1,500 next week. Okay, that's fine, we'll put that in the paperwork. You know, so just kind of work that angle a little bit harder on it, but it sounds like it's a savable deal. You know, it doesn't sound like it's completely dead or nothing like that, but figure it out. But use the survey, guys, break down. Also too, you know, if they feel like they can call you back tomorrow and still get that same price, you're done. You know, and it all goes back to that first time promotion discount. You know, the first